Chapter 60:31. 1 month. Simon gasped, and then subconsciously said, "Your Majesty, 1 month is simply impossible. As I just told you, 1 month time, our data center in Northern Europe may have just completed the site selection and has not yet completed the design. I can't let them build the hardware of this model directly in the open air, right?" Helena said, "Mr. Rothschild, although I don't understand these high technologies, I think that if I want to settle in a place, there is no need to choose a site. Design and build a new house from scratch, right? Let's see what is suitable locally and can meet all my needs. Can't you just buy one if you need it?" After saying that, Helena added, "It doesn't matter if you are worried about money, I can pay for it." Simon felt nervous and said quickly, "No, everything about money can be easily solved. I will pay for it. I will ask someone to find out what qualified data processing centers there are in Northern Europe. If there is one, then I will win it at all costs." Helena said, "By the way, I know that the largest data center in Northern Europe is owned by Microsoft. When this data center was built, my grandma, as the Queen of Northern Europe at the time, attended the completion ceremony. According to some information I got at that time, it should be the largest data center in Northwest Europe. I believe it should meet the needs of AI models." Microsoft's. Simon breathed a sigh of relief and said with a smile, "Microsoft's is easy to handle, no problem. I will contact them today to communicate. I am very familiar with their founder." Helena quickly asked, "Then are you sure that he will sell this data center to you? Such a large data center, if you let them sell it to you, it will definitely have a great impact on their own business. Maybe half of Europe's cloud services will be affected." "Yes," Simon said confidently. "Although I am not their major shareholder, but their founder has always respected me. Who can make money in the United States and not give a face to our Rothschild family? Besides, this brother also has a lot of pigtails in my hands. As long as I speak, he will never say no." Helena was slightly surprised, wondering why Simon was so confident. But she quickly remembered the big news that Europe and the United States had been pressing recently. And she roughly figured out the logic, so she smiled and said, "Okay, then I will wait for the good news from Mr. Rothschild." Simon promised, "Don't worry, Her Majesty the Queen. I will definitely arrange this matter." Helena asked again, "Also, now that we have solved the problem of the venue, let's solve the problem of the graphics card. Is there any way to speed up the acquisition of the graphics card required for the AI model?" Simon said, "Since Her Majesty the Queen has said so, then I will personally talk to the person in charge of NVIDIA and ask them to prepare enough graphics cards for me within 3 days. It is estimated that my opening will grab a lot of orders that the company is waiting for delivery. But it doesn't matter. All companies waiting in line for delivery must make way for Her Majesty the Queen's needs." When Helena heard this, she was indeed very happy. But she still asked a little worriedly, "What if NVIDIA can directly take out the graphics card on hand and doesn't have so many graphics cards? It's hard for a wise woman to make a meal without rice, so this risk still needs to be considered." Simon's mind is now occupied with the right to purchase half of the pill. Without Helena's urging, he can't wait to get this AI model to her as soon as possible. If that doesn't work, it's acceptable to dismantle the one running in Silicon Valley. So, he promised in a respectful and firm tone, "Don't worry, Your Majesty. I will supervise this matter all the way. If the graphics cards that NVIDIA can provide are not enough, I have other ways. The person in charge of AI told me that Zuckerberg of the metaverse seems to have hundreds of thousands of H100s in his hands. If NVIDIA can't arrange so many in 3 days, then I will personally ask him for the rest. This young man will definitely not dare to refuse me."